Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
Maximum Male Models Agency. Wow. Now that we finally got Max Dupree's, I don't know what to think. It was entertaining. It was that. Oh, first of all, what up, y'all? KMB the Sexy Ninja here for the New World Podcast, brother, and C Plus Studios. This podcast is powered. It is fueled. You will acknowledge crazyhoodiez.com with a Z. Crazy credit Max Dupree, or should I say Big Daddy designs, all created by the sexy bald man we come to love and know, Big Daddy, or Daddy. You know, go check out his designs. Also check out his podcast, Big Daddy, or Big Daddy Forever. It's a great podcast. You're going to get the knowledge you seek, especially when you ask him questions, and you'll learn about massage and all that. It's a great podcast. If you're subscribed to the C Plus Studios feed, you get that podcast along with the Sexy Ninja Cast, with the New World Podcast. All these great entertaining things to entertain your ears or your eyeballs on our YouTube channel or Twitch or Facebook. We're on anything and everything until you get tired of us. Yes. All right, go check it out, crazyhoodiez.com with a Z. All designs created by Big Daddy. And go check out his podcast. Also, go give some likes and subscribes to his solo YouTube channel, Big Daddy at C Plus Studios. Go check it out. And hit those likes, comment, everything right now. Like, subscribe to this right now. It's worth everything. So let's get into it. SmackDown. Oh, before that, let's ring this back real quick. Let me get the cast out there. Let me ring it back. Come here. Okay. Logan Paul has signed a contract with the WWE, and I called it. He's gonna challenge and face Miz at SummerSlam. SummerSlam is looking pretty good. And we have the Money in the Bank tonight. I'll make my predictions at the end of the show. But we Logan Paul versus Miz called it, especially when he signed the contract, and Miz was like, oh, we're going to team up again to face the Mysterios, and I was like, no, that's not the point. You betrayed him. You gave him a skull-crushing finale, so now we need to put that story into fruition, and we need to see what we really don't need to see, but we're going to see Logan Paul versus the Miz. All right. Yeah, I just like to say I was right. I called it. No one else did. Everyone saw it coming. Yeah, so Logan Paul, what do I think? I think, sure. He's a big name. He brings more eyeballs to the TV screen. And he's only going to wrestle, I feel, the big pay-per-views, the big four. Or maybe go to Crown Jewel, when they go overseas and whatnot. So we shall see. I'm not a big fan of Logan Paul. I was really happy when Miz. I'm going for the Miz in this match. Tell me what you think of Logan Paul joining the WWE. It's like, okay, it's a business move to get more eyes on the product now that Vince is not in charge, because he was fired by himself, but still likes to come out and introduce people and welcome you to shows so he can show you he's not fired. As a go-home show, not very strong. Started off with the Battle Royal. I don't know the point of the Battle Royal. Everyone that's in the Money in the Bank ladder match participated, and there was no prize. I just think it was just something to start the show, have some action and whatnot, and Baron Corbin wins. Yeah, and I was like, so does that mean Baron Corbin's in the Money in the Bank? No, because they later on say, because The Miz, Madcap Moss or just Madcap, whatever you want to call him, and Ezekiel plus Baron Corbin in the main event to see who's going to qualify and go to the men's Money in the Bank tonight in Vegas. Like I said, the Battle Royal kind of threw me off. I was kind of like, okay, sure, I guess. Wait, Baron Corbin won? And the main event itself, Moss or Madcap. Is it Moss? Is it just Moss now or just Madcap? They keep going back and forth. But he is in the Money in the Bank. Did not see that coming whatsoever. I thought it was going to be Baron Corbin. But no, they're fueling up Pat McAfee versus Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. So we are looking beyond Money in the Bank. But Money in the Bank is still tonight. We shall see the results. Yeah, SmackDown was kind of a letdown. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. There were some fun things. The ask me anything thing between Street Profits and Usos I thought was very lame. A little bit of heat on Becky for there was just some things that I just like, okay, and not having Ronda Rousey come out only in the backstage interview, probably pre-taped or whatnot, but I thought that was really lame. No Brock, no Roman. It's like, I understand that we're looking towards Money in the Bank, but just to give the crowd a little something just to go into the Money in the Bank. Like, damn, I thought Raw did a better job this week building to Money in the Bank. It got me excited. This one just got me lukewarm. Like, okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens, and I know Brock and Roman are going to face each other at SummerSlam, so we're saving them for other shows. But man, a go-home show for a pay-per-view, and you're not going to have the big, even Ronda Rousey come out. Not, it just fell a little flat for me overall. Madcap winning, cool, I guess. I don't see him winning the Money in the Bank, and like I said, the show fell very flat for me. And I know every week, because people get on me like, oh man, you just look at everything WWE produces. No, the show was okay. It had some great stuff, had some fun stuff. Viking Raiders being evil is cool. Against the New Day down in good old Phoenix, Arizona. So the show started weird in my head as a storyteller when you're trying to get to the main event. They got to the main event, and everything in between was mostly filler, and it just fell very flat as a go-home pay-per-view. As a show, it was fine, but as a go-home pay-per-view go-home show for a pay-per-view, it just fell flat. And let me know in the comments below what you thought of the show. Let me know what you think. Was it titillate? Your guilty pleasures right there. Yeah, titillate the guilt. I don't know the line specifically, because that segment probably was the big one for me, because I was like, finally we're gonna see Max Dupree's thing, and there's models, and we shall see. I'm like I said, I'm very lukewarm to Max Dupree's thing, just because I don't know the end game. And it could be just pure cheese entertainment factor. We shall see. Drop those comments below. Let me know what you think of this week's SmackDown, and let me get in now into the predictions for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view tonight. Feel this match is going to start the show. The Tag Team Championship match, the Usos versus the Street Profits. As much as I want the Street Profits to win, I think the Usos are going to carry the titles on. I don't see them losing it anytime soon, or they could lose it, and this could be the slow downfall of the Bloodline. So we shall see. I'm going for the Street Profits, but I believe the Usos are going to win. The United States Championship match, Theory versus Bobby Lashley. Theory's going to win in a crooked, underhand way. I think they're going to carry the storyline all the way to SummerSlam. The Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Bianca's going to win. Carmella's, I don't see Carmella walking out of that with the championship, especially this soon for Bianca to lose it. So Bianca Belair is going to win. SmackDown Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Natalya. Of course, it's going to be Ronda, but it's going to be a good match because Natalya is going to be that ring general she is. She's going to make Ronda Rousey shine. So right then and there, SmackDown's Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey. And the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, what we're here for, the Money in the Bank. Here's the women's. Lacey Evans versus Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Asuka versus Shotzi versus Becky Lynch. I am calling it right now. Liv Morgan is going to win the Money in the Bank. I just have this feeling inside my gut. That's who they're going to go with for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Omos, Sami Zayn, Riddle, Madcap. And the only person I can see walking away with the Money in the Bank, especially the way they've been building him, is Riddle. Riddle's going to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I know it's going to be fun. Those two matches I'm looking forward to, and the tag team championship I'm definitely looking forward to because I want the smoke, and I know that match is going to do that. So let me know your predictions in the comments below for tonight's pay-per-view, and then tomorrow I will drop my pay-per-view Money in the Bank pay-per-view review and see if I was right, see if I was wrong, see where we're going, because after this we're headed to SummerSlam. Time for the stories to begin and stories to continue, and who's going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. After that, like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja, and this is the New World Podcast for life, brother.
To titillate the juices of your guilty pleasures.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.